This is day 94 of trying to get to 2000 elo on chess.com. I'm currently rated 1873 and I'm versing someone rated 1859 and I'm playing the Alekhines defense. So I'll have to move my knight around the board a few times and then eventually I will probably fianchetto my bishop and then castle kingside. So for this, this is a mistake, but usually I just like to push this pawn here. I don't really like to move my knight. It just seems I just don't like when there's a lot of pressure on my f pawn. So I'll just push this pawn here. And my next move is to either develop my bishop. Maybe I'll move my knight. Actually, yeah, those are probably my next moves. Moving my knight, attacking his bishop. Okay, my opponent pushes d4. So I will move my knight, attacking his bishop. So he will probably move his bishop back. And then I could take this pawn. I could push. I could probably just develop my bishop. I feel like pushing is a mistake, but I'm still gonna play that. I think he has like c4. Is kind of ruins everything. But yeah, I'll push. If he attacks my queen, then I'll just develop my bishop to e7. And if he were to take, then I'll just take and then try and castle kingside. But he decides just to develop his knight. So I will just develop my bishop, and then I'm thinking of just castling kingside, or I'm thinking maybe even pushing c4. Yeah, I might push c4, and then try and develop my knights, because I wouldn't really want to develop my knight now, because then I can't really push. I could try castling, but it seems like he's trying to start an attack. I can just kind of, maybe I'm just crazy, but I don't really want to castle kingside. So I'll just push c4, or sorry, c5. If he takes, I'll take with my bishop. If he doesn't take, I'll probably just attack his bishop. Maybe he'll check, knight takes. There's actually a lot of options here. Okay, that just seems like a terrible move. So if I were to take, taking doesn't look. He takes back. I mean, it looks okay actually, but it's not really what I was planning. I was kind of just more so looking at this. He gives me this check. I could take his bishop, knight takes, and then maybe just attacking his knight, and then he would probably move his knight back, and then my pieces get developed very fast. So pushing looks like a good move. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play that. If I were to guess, I would say that probably taking would be the best computer move. I'm just gonna see if I'm missing anything if I were to just develop my bishop. No, I think I'm just gonna take, and then oh, I guess his knight is able to jump here. I don't think that's a good move though. I really don't think that's a good move, because this pawn is just terrible. 3 would be a good move, and that's what he does. And then I was planning on just developing my other knight, and so now all my pieces seem to be developed. And my position looks pretty fine. Okay, he attacks my bishop. So there is one thing that I'm worried about, and that's his knight going here and then going here. So if I were to I mean, like taking just doesn't look. I don't really want to do that. I'm just going to push this pawn, stopping his knight from jumping here, but also preparing b5, because I can't push b5 now because his knight just takes. So I think this pawn push is very important. And then obviously, I guess I could take with the knight. I didn't even think about taking with the knight. If I were to take with the knight, it does open up some squares, but I don't know if that's really. I don't really know if that's really worth it. Yeah, I think my knight's fine where it is. I was thinking about maybe trying to reroute it to f5, but I'll just take with the queen, because I don't even know if he's going to where he's going to castle yet. So so now my next move is to probably just push b5. Okay, he continues with this. I have to say that those look like terrible moves. That's what my opponent has played. So now I'm thinking of how to take advantage of it. Maybe just pushing b5. Obviously, I don't think castling. Maybe even pushing this pawn, but he would probably just push. Yeah, so I'll just push. I'll just push b5. Just having this strong pawn structure. Okay, my opponent pushes a3. So there is. I don't like how my bishop has nowhere to go to. So that's kind of one weakness. I also don't really like how he's able to push g5, which kind of restricts my pawns a little bit. So I was thinking about pushing h6. So if you ever were to push, so I could just take. I don't really know if that's really even worth it though. I actually don't really know what to play right now. Okay, I'm feeling very crazy this game. Instead of castling kingside, castling queenside, king to d8. That is just it's insane. But the idea is to go here, and I kind of just feel like playing that, so that's what I'm gonna play. And it looks like he'll now start kind of attacking on this side of the board because my king is over here. So my plan is to go here, maybe get this other rook. I want the rooks to be connected, but I didn't really want to just castle. Just seemed I just didn't really want to do that. Okay, my opponent, see now he's gonna start creating, since my king, he knows that my king is over here now, he's gonna start creating these weird kind of attacks. So the first move I think of would be en passant. So if I had en passant, he'd probably take back, and I have to say that's not really good. The second move I think of is sacrificing my knight. So if I were to do that, then he could probably just go here, and that also doesn't. It's honestly tempting, but that doesn't work. Yeah, I'm just gonna push this pawn. I need my. I think I need to move my queen over, and not my king needs to be on e7. I'm sorry, earlier I said pushing this pawn. I still think that's a move he's going to play, but he can't do it now because that would just hang a pawn. So, but in the future, I think that's what that's what he might try and do once this pawn is defended. Okay, he decides to push h5. So if I were to take, if he takes with a knight, then I'd probably just take. If he takes with the pawn, then yeah, I'm going to take that. And I'm planning on just moving my queen over, attacking, putting pressure on his, or maybe moving my rook. Okay, I'm going to move my king to c7. And the idea is so that the rooks are connected. He can't push this pawn because I can just take this pawn. So I'm not really sure what he's going to play. I guess he could try something crazy like castling kingside. If he were to do that, then I'd probably... I want to push this pawn somehow, but I'm not really sure how to do that. Okay, my opponent reroutes their knight. So it looks like this pawn is now defended. So if they were to try and push, it still doesn't work though because my knight can take. Yeah, I'm just gonna play that, putting a lot of pressure on his knight, but also kind of putting pressure on this pawn. If his knight were to ever move, he can't push this pawn because I can just easily take that. Okay, my opponent moves their queen. Maybe if I were to move my queen to f7, threatening to take, he could probably move his knight, attacking my queen. But then maybe I could go here. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to move my queen. I have 1 minute and 47 seconds. If he goes here, I'll go here. If he takes this pawn, then I'll go here with my knight, attacking his queen, and the game's over. So he can't take this pawn. I'm threatening to take his knight, so maybe he'll move his knight. Maybe I can... Okay, so this does not work at all. Zero probability of him taking this pawn working. Okay, I'm attacking his queen. I'm threatening this, and I think the game is just over now. Every move my opponent has sucked. Like if he goes here, check. If he goes here, then I still have this fork. If he moves his queen, then this is checkmate. So let's see what moves I have here. I have this. So check. King goes here. Okay, I don't have all day to think. I'm just gonna give him this check. I'm not really sure where the mate is, but I'll have to give him this check. I don't have that much time, so I'll probably just take his rook. I definitely have mate, but I just can't really find it here. If I were to push this pawn, I'll just take his rook. I'm not going to be able to find it. Okay, he takes. I think giving him this check would be probably a good move, and then taking and then trying to create some type of threat. So I'm winning, but he has double my time. So I'll just play it safe. Take the knight. Threaten to take this, which is also kind of threatening this. Okay, my opponent resigns. I played with an 82% accuracy. My opponent played with a 72.4% accuracy. So this king move is a very advanced move that Stockfish is unable to understand. I obviously wanted my king to be over here, but not too far over there. So Stockfish just can't understand that. Oh, okay. My rating is 1881, percentile 99.4%, and a Hive 1901. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.